Every single year, lakhs of students and professionals, they wait for one announcement. Will there be a second H-1B lottery? Many don't get selected in the first round, but they continue to hope. Maybe some selected candidates, they won't file their petition. Maybe USCIS will conduct another lottery this year. That hope, very sadly saying, it's officially over. The US Citizenship and Immigration Services has officially confirmed that the H-1B cap for fiscal year 2027 has been completely filled. All available visa slots were taken during the initial selection process, and there will be no second lottery this year. Well, remaining registrations are being marked as not selected. Well, for thousands of Indian students, this announcement, it feels like a closed door. Now, specifically for those who graduated recently, found an employer, start working on OPT and were waiting for one more chance. But this year, that second chance, it is simply not coming. Now, here's another major change. The H-1B selection system itself has changed. Earlier, luck played the biggest role, right? Now, salary matters much more. The government has introduced a wage-weighted selection process. That means higher-paying jobs getting better chances during selection, while low-paying or maybe entry-level jobs get fewer chances. Federal data also shows a sharp drop in registration as compared to the previous year and a higher share of selected applications holding the advanced US degree. Can you think about what this really means? If you are a fresh graduate, your first salary is naturally lower, right? But under the new system, lower salaries may also mean lower chances of getting selected. That makes life much harder for young professionals entering the American job market. Now, many students are asking difficult questions. Should they continue waiting? Should they move to another country? Should they return to India? Some companies are already exploring alternatives though. Instead of America, they may send employees to Canada, to the UK or maybe India. Others are looking at visa categories that are not part of H-1B cap, such as jobs with universities or certain research institutions. Well, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. America, it still wants skilled talent. Yes, they do. But the competition has become much more tougher, and every new immigration rule, it raises the bar even higher. Imagine this. You're working in America on an H-1B visa. You finally got your dream job after maybe years of hard work. Your green card process has already started. Life, it seems stable to you and everything feels like it's finally falling into place. But then, one morning you hear that the US government has started one of the biggest investigations into companies that hire foreign workers. Suddenly, everything changes and the future that once looked very secure to you, it now feels uncertain. Well, the US Department of Labor has launched a nationwide investigation into fraud related to employment-based visas, where federal investigators are looking into whether some staffing companies and consulting firms broke international rules through illegal practices such as fake recruitment, benching workers without pay, in fact, wage kickbacks, and misleading information about employee work location. The investigations also involve federal law enforcement agencies and several companies that have reportedly received subpoenas. Authorities have mentioned large IT consulting firms while making it clear that investigations do not automatically mean any wrongdoing that has been proven. Now, you may ask, why should an ordinary Indian employee worry the investigation, which is against the company, right? Wait. Because when a company comes under investigation, everything connected to that company, it starts slowing down. Visa application, perm approval, green card processing, and even H-1B extensions can face delays or extra scrutiny. And remember here, an H-1B visa is linked to an employer. If your employer lands in trouble, sometimes you become part of that uncertainty too. This is specifically worrying because thousands of Indians work through consulting companies and third-party vendors across Silicon Valley, Texas, New Jersey, and many other American cities. So if contracts are cancelled, employees could suddenly lose projects. And if someone loses the job, the H-1B clock, it starts ticking. Only 60 days, just 60 days to find another employer. Otherwise, you have to leave America. Here, experts say that this is the time to check your paperwork very carefully. Is your work location correct? Are these wages matching official records? Do you have every employment document safely secured? Well, these small details may become very important if enforcement becomes trigger. Well, for many Indian professionals, this is no longer just an immigration story. It is about protecting years of hard work, careers, saving, and the future of their family.